Hi, I'm Hope Birch with Maryland Saddlery and Horse Shopping Network, and I'm here today with Kay Cunningham with Springtime Natural Supplements, and we've talked about the dog supplements. We have 4 of them we're offering, and now we're going to talk about horses, and then we go to people. I'm definitely going to get the people stuff for my son. I'm very excited about that. So I'm grabbing the Joint Healing Formula. That's the one that's the nearest to me right now, so I'm going to hold that up. And everybody, so many people have trouble joint issues with their horses, right? Because
Absolutely.
we expect so much performance out of them. So when do you know you need this? Like, what are the signs?
So that we have a couple different joint health products, but that one is our most complete. It's got glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, and Boswellia. So this one is really good for horses that are just, really reluctant to start to do their job anymore. Maybe you see a little bit of a hitch in the step, or maybe they're just not like very eager,
right?
But it really adds a lot of energy to their step. And I don't say energy like, that doesn't hype them up, but it just makes them feel that much better.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a really good one for horses that just need a definite level of support.
So we're looking at daily maintenance, and then, so 1 heaping scoop a day for the first week, and then after that,
like a level scoop after that, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really kind of a cool thing to start. And is there a better time to give a supplement, morning feeding or evening feeding? Is there any?
So for this one, I do like to give it in the morning. So the Boswellia in there is a more fast acting. It helps with inflammation. So, it really, I like giving it in the morning because then it's just giving them support throughout the day.
Okay.
But yeah, and typically that's what my horses, I do it anyway. I had my thoroughbred on that one, and it's kind of a funny story because I got him off the track and didn't really know that much about him. And we had a jar of that sitting around, and I took it and I said, oh, well, try it out on Twiz. And I kind of forgot that I started him on it. And like, I'd only been riding him for a couple of weeks, and he was really just a slow dude always. I mean, as a racehorse, he was just so laid back. But I got on him one day and I said, oh, he must be really figuring this out. He's like going into the bridle. And then I realized, I was like, he's feeling better. I put him on the joint support, and it made a very noticeable difference that I really had to stop and like think to myself, like, what did I do that helped him? And then I realized that was it. So I'm a big believer in that one because it was demonstrably an improvement for him.
That's wonderful. I have off the track thoroughbred too. They're my favorite. If I have a choice to ride anything, it's always a thoroughbred, though I have 2 paints I love as well. We've literally let him down off the track for almost 2 years now because he raced something like 63 times.
Wow.
Won a lot of money, not for me, for someone else. And I got him for almost nothing, and I'm crazy about him. But it's taken 2 years to wash. I mean, basically have a new horse, right? All new hair, all new hooves, all new mane, all new everything. Because by the time you wait that time, they've grown everything through, right? I'm like, we have a fresh horse, basically. But I still feel like there's something that he could have help with. And maybe this is the last piece of the puzzle.
I mean, they work so hard. So, it makes sense when they need a little extra support.
Yeah, because he has 0 injury. I mean, he managed to get through that career with not a single solitary injury. It's an amazing thing. Right. Something to raise that in and out of gates that many times and that many gallops. But he is what you described. He's slow. He just doesn't really want to go. He's not lame anymore. I mean, he came with very bad feet, but he's not lame.
Right.
He's just, I don't know, maybe this is it. Okay, this is coming home with me today. So now you guys, I have less Butler than I did before. Next we talked about the dogs with the spirulina. So how does that help a horse?
So again, similar, it's a great source of allergy support.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually started giving that to Twiz when he came off the track because I kind of figured he needed a little extra immune support as well.
Right.
Allergies that I was aware of, but he, I just thought that's going to be like a hard transition. I didn't want him to have any issues. So I gave him that to just really boost his immune system. I mean, I think it worked because we didn't have any problems, but it really is a good one for overall immune support, allergy support. And again, it does have protein in it, so if you want to give them a little extra to help with their weight, that's going to help with that as well.
That sounds great. So these are wafers. What is that? I don't have it open, so it's hard for me to say.
So wafers to me was a kind of I was confused by them at first because I was imagining like something that looked more like a cracker, but it's just a round like tablet. It actually is not unlike the same size and shape as the dog chewable tablets, but it's called a wafer. But yeah,
and the horses just eat them. They don't have an issue with that.
Typically, yeah. I mean, some people do end up grinding them up, but they're really easy to grind up. It takes like 5 seconds in a coffee grinder kind of thing.
Okay, easy. Super. All right, and the third and last thing I have for the horses, I think, is ahi flower. Tell me about this one.
That one's a cool one. That one is an omega for horses. And so typically when you think about, equine omegas, it's either going to be flax or it's going to be fish oil.
Right.
Fish oil works great, but fish isn't something horses would normally want to consume. But it is really effective. And so I had to actually learn about omegas when I started working here because I didn't know as much as I think I should have. But they're basically something that you need to consume. They are essential fatty acids. Your body does not create them. You need to consume them.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different things you can eat to get omegas, but horses typically get it through grazing. So the ahi flower is a plant-based omega. So I cannot pronounce the actual scientific name of the plant that it comes from, but it basically this they take the seeds of this plant that they found in the UK, and they press it to make this oil, and it's incredibly effective. It's got this super high absorption rate. Most people will give flax; it's cheaper, but it just doesn't have a super high conversion or absorption rate. You have to give a lot of it to get the same results as you would with, say, the ahi or fish oil or something like that. So it's got a little bit of mint flavor in it, so it kind of gives a little extra, flavor to it. My horses all have taken it and liked it. I like it, especially for horses that maybe are on the road a lot showing and things like that and don't get the opportunity to graze as much as they might. This is a good way to kind of just supplement that.
Oh, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, it says there's rosemary extract in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty fancy. That's really very neat. And so this is a 32 fluid ounce bottle. And then of course we get confusing with, look at the mLs. All right, so it's 946 mLs. And the dosage is 30 to 60 mLs a day, which is 1 to 2 pumps. And does this come with it?
Yes, it does.
And it comes with the pump.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of fun. All right, so that's good. So it lasts a while then.
Yeah.
You don't burn through this bottle in a week. I mean,
that was about a month worth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Another really great product. So if you have, say you're just a super concerned horse owner and you just want to do something that's right for your horse, would the ahi flower oil be a great place to begin? I mean, if you don't have like major joint issues or anything.
Yeah, so that's a great thing. Omegas do support joint health. They also support allergy responses. They do support heart health. So the omegas really are a great, like, all around supplement that if you want to be proactive and there's nothing glaring, that's what you should absolutely be doing.
And then, so what other products for horses do you guys have that we're not showing today?
We got a bunch more joint support ones. We also have a couple that are really good for horses who struggle with either like heaves or any kind of breathing issues. We've got a breather powder. We have a DMG product. So those are all really great for horses that either, they're older and they have some breathing issues, or the horses that work really hard, horses that are doing upper level eventing and they need to get all the air in their little lungs that they can get. We have a lot of race horse owners who use the breathing products to help their horses and stuff like that. We also do have some that are specifically designed towards immune support. We also have a hoof and coat formula. I think that one's in there. I don't remember if I gave that to you one or not, but
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah. So so basically, if there's a base, we've got it covered. Like I said, we're working on a gut health one right now. We don't have it quite ready, but I know it is around the corner.
That's great. Well, thank you. So that'll conclude our horse portion of our grouping. And then we're going to do our last little portion on those of us who feed horses.